Sportscast. Make sure you guys download the show on iTunes. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our show. Just search Josh Pacheco right there. I got my own channel going. Just revamped it. Make sure you guys check out our Instagram at Sportscast. And Knocker's new Facebook page that he's running for the Sportscast. Check it out.
Right.
After I got kicked off. Screw you,
social
Mark Zuckerberg.
media mogul right now.
But someone's going to make me very happy to talk to. Coming up right now is the always fun, the always energetic, and knows her stuff. Robyn Lynne, what's going on, Robyn?
I want you guys to know what I gave up to be on this show tonight. I'm supposed to be reporting live from the red carpet of the Fake News Awards, but I said, no, Josh asked me first.
Wow.
So I'm going to do that gig instead. I was going to do live from the red carpet. Dick Durbin was going to show up, Hannity, all of them. But no, I said, you know what? I love these guys. I want to talk to them about the Pats instead, so here I am.
Wow.
Wow. What the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? God.
Wow.
Coming in
Well,
hot.
thank you very much for that.
God, you're such a sweetheart. I love you. You're so awesome. You're a great follow on Twitter. I'm glad to have you back in. We haven't talked to you in a while. You obviously got to be very happy. Your Patriots are back in it once again, going for another Super Bowl title. And we just talked a little bit earlier about stirring the beast here with the Jags. Got Jalen Ramsey out there running his mouth and so forth.
Yeah.
You got Brady came out this morning and had some stuff to say about it. What do you? Obviously, we know you're a Pats fan, but give us your. I'll be objective here. How much of a chance do the Jags have here? I mean, Vegas isn't stupid. There's a reason why Vegas knows their spreads. They knew the spread against the Titans, and they blew that one out.
Right.
I think the spread right now is 9.5. What do you give the Jags as a shot here?
I actually give the Jags a shot. I really do.
Wow, that's okay.
I mean, their defense right there.
Yeah.
Their defense is crazy. I don't want to say that the loss of Julian Edelman, is crucial to this season, but I do believe they have struggled on offense, especially in the third down conversions. I think we struggled a little bit there. I am very cautious of the Jaguars. I'm especially also, when it comes to getting to Brady. They are
pass rush,
sack machines.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They are sack machines. And the problem is Brady needs to somehow get out of the pocket in order to have time. I'm not sure if he stays in the pocket, if he's going to struggle or not. And now today he's injured himself at practice today.
Yeah,
so
how
I don't
bad
know
is
if
that?
that's
How
more
bad is
hype
that
or not.
injury?
I don't know if that's hype or not.
How bad is that injury, Robyn? I mean, you're kind of close to the sources there and stuff. Have you heard anything? I know that it just came out today that he had a wrist injury. Is that his throwing hand? And how serious do you think this thing is?
It's his throwing hand, and we're being told that he may not go to practice tomorrow. Apparently he's already been x-rayed and they don't see any issues. But, it's worrisome.
Yeah, it's got
yeah,
duh. Especially with the weather.
It's worrisome. And, it's like one more thing. But the one thing that the Pats have done, which has blown my mind, is that they have somehow found a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They somehow make a way to win. And it's the heart of their team. And as much as the mess and the crap we've had to, hear in the past 2 weeks of there being, so much dissension against, the three, the big three, BB, Kraft, and Brady all, hating each other. I think that fueled them. And I think that's why they did so well last week. Yeah. I think that's why they were able to dominate over the Titans. It was because they were running off that fuel of hate. So I would love for Jalen Ramsey to keep on going.
Yeah,
please
that's what I say.
Say more and more and more. More.
It's just fueling the beast. Now, how much do you give? Like you just brought that up, the three of them. I mean, to be great, and you know it, Robyn, in sports or in anything that you do in life, to be great, there's an arrogance to that, and there's an ego that comes with that. And there's a big egos. You got Robert Kraft. You've got maybe a billionaire owner. All his ventures, Super Bowl teams. You got Bill Belichick, maybe the greatest coach ever. Tom Brady, maybe the greatest quarterback ever. I think he's the greatest, but whatever. There's a lot of egos. How much truth or how much validity do you give to that story coming out? Because there's a reason it's leaked. I mean, you can't just say that something like that's made up.
Right. No, I think the Alex Guerrero thing was maybe a bit of a problem. You know, I mean, there are some things that Brady has said that even I disagree with. He says, you know, if you drink water, you don't have to use sunscreen.
Yeah,
well,
what the fuck? Robyn, what the fuck is that? Robyn, what is that? What is that, Robyn?
Really?
Dude,
News
I have
to
a
me.
license in skincare, okay? I used to teach skincare in Miami. If I ever wanted to bitch slap him, that was the time.
That's great. Oh, my God. That's
awesome.
fantastic.
That is awesome.
Like, what the F are you talking about? That's 100% wrong. And I don't know how much, I mean, he seems to have an influence, you know, Guerrero on Brady. How much? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the rumors are crazy. Like, I don't know, like Giselle's the beard and Guerrero's really his lover. I mean, crap like that is like rampant in Boston. And I think that fuels him. You know how competitive Brady is, you know? And if he thinks he has found a way that makes him heal faster, then I don't care. Eat your avocado ice cream. I don't care. You know,
right?
You know, marry Giselle in order to be with your guy. I don't care. As long as you're putting up the performance. A 30-year-old, I'll take it. I don't care.
I don't care. Well, the Yankees back in the day proved that you don't really have to like each other to win championships. No. I mean, the Yankees in 77 and 78 especially, that they all hated each other. They hated the manager. They hated the owner. But, you know, when it comes to professionalism, the Patriots have created this animal where, okay, we can do this and we can do that, but we keep it in-house. We keep it with each other. But when we step on the field, you know, we're out to beat the other team regardless of what happens, you know, amongst us. We're still champions, and we're going to act and perform that way, which I think is a testament to, like you said, to their professionalism and to their us against the world attitude, which they seem to have right now.
I mean, look at Gronk. Last time we talked, I think we were all, you know, laughing about Gronk's whatever he had done, whatever wacky thing he had said,
right?
Or wacky thing he had done, right? And he is not doing that anymore. You know, if you notice, I mean, if you saw his presser today, it's like, I mean, I kind of got a little bit clumped because it's like my little boy's growing up. and I'm watching
my baby all grown up. My baby all grown up.
You're right about that, though. That's a very good point.
He's using big words. But I look at it as laser focused. He's laser focused.
Yeah, yeah, they all are. I think it's fantastic. Josh brought up something last week. I kind of, you know, we kind of tossed it around a little bit, but the rumor has it, and I'm sure you're closer to this, that Brady leaned and kind of forced the Patriots to get rid of Jimmy G. Is there any truth to that at all?
Do you believe that at all? What side of the fence do you sit on that? Because, you know, Brady, obviously, he's sitting there. He's the greatest quarterback ever. We're all human. We don't want someone to take our job.
Mm-hmm. This is such a hard question because, one, I don't think he has. No, you know what? I do remember. I don't think he has that much clout. And I think reason being the Wes Welker deal.
Okay.
When Welker was up, right?
Yeah, he asked for
Brady. That was Brady's guy. That was Brady's go-to guy.
Yep.
And they were going to take him away. And Brady said, and that was the year Brady took a slice in his contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And he was doing that thinking that, he was going to get Welker. But they got rid of him anyway. And do you remember his comment? For 2 days, he did not comment.
Yeah, that's
because he didn't really have anything to say.
That's a big thing.
So I think that proves, I truly believe that proves BB and Kraft don't care.
That's a really good point because Knocker, she's right.
But that was also 3 rings ago.
He was very public, saying though, hey, you need to sign him. You need to sign Wes Welker.
Right, but that was 3 rings ago.
And
he has a whole lot more clout than he did back then.
No, but she's right though. But I think she's right.
But he's got Edelman.
Yeah.
He's got Edelman. Well, he had Edelman. He had Edelman, and now we've got Amendola and Hogan are doing their best. I mean, think about how many injuries we've had, but somehow, some way, we win. You know, it's crazy.
It's amazing.
And I do want to say, I know there's been, everyone's going to say, well, all the refs are going your way. No, I think in this postseason, coming up to the end of the last portion of the season, going into postseason, we're seeing bad calls everywhere.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
In replay
and it's
times.
happening. It's ridiculous. And if something is not done, I mean, it's already bad enough that the NFL had to take the shots that it had to take for things that happened 2 freaking years ago. And it's already bad that politics got into the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
But they have got to figure this. Is it a catch or is it not a catch bullshit now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry I said that. But they have got to figure it out.
Hey, I've said worse on this show.
You can let loose on this show, honey.
It's okay, sweetie.
No holds barred, baby.
You go back to that. We talked about it. Cam called into a show. Our old intern now works with Fox Sports. He called into that the replay time that these guys have to spend in the box is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can see it on TV in 30 goddamn seconds. Why is it taking you 5 minutes? I don't understand. It's slowing the game down a lot.
Yes.
To the point where it's becoming frustrating, like you said, Robin. Something has to be done about that. It's been atrocious refereeing. But going back to the Tom Brady thing, do you think that the Patriots just traded Garoppolo because they knew that they could not sign him in the offseason, that he was going to leave, and they're just like, let's just take what we can get?
Yes. Bill Belichick knows greatness. I truly believe that. And I think he saw that in Garoppolo, and I think he's ready, and he's proving that he's ready. And I don't know if it's just luck on Garoppolo's part, but I know look at who he worked with, the best of the best.
Mm-hmm. No, I think Garoppolo's going to be amazing for the Niners.
It would have dragged him. I think it would have dragged down his career if he stayed.
Sure, not.
I really do.
Robin, here was my angle on this, and we talked about this last week. My angle was this. They're looking at Tom Brady, and he's already stated he thinks he can play 4 more years, right? He thinks he can. And personally, I don't see why he can't.
He's got one more.
Here's the deal. They're not going to get rid of Tom Brady while he says he can still play and while he says he can still perform. Mm-hmm. So now, like you just said, Robin, you've got a guy who's ready to play, and it would be completely and horribly unfair to him to try and tie him up, knowing that unless Brady gets catastrophically hurt or his arm falls off, he's your quarterback for the next 3 years. So I think that had a lot to do with it. That's my angle on it. Brady just said, "Look, I'm not retiring. Yeah. You better do something with this kid."
But remember what his dad said. Remember that interview with his dad when I don't know who was interviewing him, but his dad said, "This is not going to end well."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember his father said
you're right.
the breakup between BB and Tom. Like between the Patriots, here you're gonna have your coach. It's not. He's saying it's not going to end well, which I always thought he's going to retire a Patriot. He's not going to pull the Brett Favre. He's not going to do that.
No, Brady's
he's
not
going to do the Peyton Manning.
He's not going to.
Well, what I see here is a lot of parallel.
What's going to happen? Yeah.
Do you think he walks? I think.
What does Dad know?
I think Belichick walks though. Now that Garoppolo's gone, I think that now even makes me more believe that Belichick walks. Belichick and Brady are tied at the hip. They both walk hand in hand out. With their Super Bowl rings. They don't play for another team. They don't coach another team.
Well,
I think they walk out the same.
You can say that all you want.
Belichick's not going to go through rebuilding period.
Just let me throw this out. Every word that you're saying and every scenario that you're coming up with is exactly the same scenario that Bill Walsh and Joe Montana were going through when Steve Young was waiting to play. Oh, they'll never trade Montana. They can't. They're joined at the hip. But
they did.
Exactly.
But the Patriots didn't, though.
Well, they haven't yet.
The Patriots traded their Steve Young.
Well,
they traded.
They did.
They did.
Right.
Yeah,
they did. And I think that's why they both walk. I think it's going to be a tough. I think it's going to be a longer road than.
But I'm with you. It's not going to end well.
No, I'm with you too.
No.
Now let's switch it off here. Let's move on to another sport here because I know that you also have a love for the track, and we have Daytona 500 coming up. If I'm not mistaken, do we not?
Yes,
we do.
It is.
It's
Yes, it is.
right around the corner here. Knocker's big NASCAR fan, and just give us your kind of breakdown coming into the season. Who are your favorites? I know that we had a retirement last year, right? We had Earnhardt retired, right? Junior retired last year. So
yes, he did.
Who are the big names coming in this year? What should we look for in NASCAR, and what do you think about Daytona coming up?
Well, the thing is, of course, will Junior jump in a car? That's going to be the biggest question.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to somehow jump in the car?
Mm-hmm.
So that's number one. Number
you think
two,
he'll come back?
How much more? No. He would just do it like one time. You know what I mean? Like he'll do that. He would do Talladega, or you know what I mean? Just jump in the car for a team. Danica Patrick won't be there.
Yeah.
She's off being Aaron Rodgers' beard.
Oh!
Wow!
Wow, Robyn!
Wow!
The hammer!
Wow.
You know what? I'm going to drop this. Here, no, Renee, give me some sound. Here we go. I'm going to drop this for her.
Well, tell him to suck my balls.
That's what she's doing to Aaron Rodgers right now.
Wow. Well, I read today that Danica wants to do the double and go out racing Daytona and racing the Indy 500
She was just on Joe Rogan's
time.
show, and she said she's done. Like, she doesn't care about leaving. Like,
she's done now.
Yeah,
she's done. Plus, she had a big problem with Nature's Bakery. They screwed her with sponsorship.
Oh,
they
really?
never paid.
Okay.
They said they would.
Are
so
you
she was
sad to
having
see her
issues
go?
there.
Were you a Danica fan?
I thought she had the skill to ride with them. I did not think she had the skill to win. And that's going to be a big question for, the new crowned prince, Chase Elliott.
Okay.
He's already been he's already had 2 seasons. He hasn't won a race yet. I hate to tell all you Chase Elliott fans, but maybe he's going to be just like Dale Jr. and he might not win a championship.
Wow. Spitting fire today, Knock.
Now, Robyn, let me ask you, and I don't know, do you communicate with Bucky Britt at all?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I have.
Okay. Now, before the season started, I have to pat myself on the back because I'm knowing all. I'm all knowing. I am who I am. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw it out.
We all have one.
Right. I threw it out at the beginning of last year that it was going to be Martin Truex's year. I did do that. It's on tape. It's on Twitter. It's on,
Wow.
So I have to pat myself on the back because he just kicked some seriously royal ass. Who are the
yes, he did.
Right? Who are the comers this year?
Yeah.
You said is Junior going to get back in a car? Well, Jeff Gordon did get back in a car a couple of times after his retirement, so I think there might be a scenario where if a driver gets really hurt, that he might actually get back in the car for one more race, but he's not coming back full time for sure. So that would be fun.
No, I didn't mean it in that way at all. I meant it that will he decide? Will somebody say, hey, we'll give you $3 million. A company may want to give him $3 million to have all that publicity. So that's the only reason I'm saying that.
Right. Now, I got you. Me and you were on the same page here.
Martin Truex Jr. is going to be a threat. Absolutely, 100%. But watch for Kyle Larson.
Nice. I like it. 22.
It's your dark horse coming in.
I like it.
I love my Kyle Larson. Okay. And I got a little, I'm going to give you guys a little insight because I had a long talk with his dad once. Actually, a year ago, and we talked for 2.5 hours about Kyle.
Jeez.
Kyle races NASCAR so that he can have his dirt team.
I love it. That's great.
And then something happened, and he won. And it was actually before his first win 2 years ago. I texted his dad saying, oh, my God, I can't believe we were just talked yesterday, and he freaking won. And his dad was like, I know. And then found out, I talked to his dad a couple times after that, and it's like he was in it before for money just so he could have his own, dirt team. But now he's hungry. He's hungry as
he got
hell.
a taste of love, and I want more.
Him to win. Yeah, I love him. I love that kid.
Right, so
he's so freaking honest. And he was the first baby daddy. He was the very first baby daddy of NASCAR. Another reason why I love her.
There you go.
I love her, man.
So, what do you think of Austin Dillon's chances this year?
Oh, Austin.
He's the overhyped guy, right? Is he the guy that is the overhyped, that he has the name, but he's really not that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's great. He's a great kid. He's a great guy. I love that he and a few of the other guys have their own Thursday night basketball thing that they all go to. Which brings me to, because one of the biggest players there is Ryan Blaney.
That was my next one. I swear to God, that's the next guy I was going to ask you about. I love it. Go.
I love me some Ryan Blaney. I've interviewed him many times.
Look at you.
He is a badass. I don't give a F about anything. And I love the fact that when Bubba Wallace was first coming on the scene and started dealing with a bunch of redneck frickin' racists.
Right.
Blaney was right there to call them all out, and still does.
Very cool.
And I want to give honorable mention to Amy Earnhardt for doing the exact same thing. So praise Amy Earnhardt
cool.
for doing that, because she'll call him out. She calls him out. She did it last year, and it kind of made a little ripple in the NASCAR news, and they were afraid of backlash, but she didn't care, and neither did Dale Jr. They did not care what backlash she would have gotten.
Well, don't be offended by this question, okay? Please don't be offended.
Okay.
I mean nothing by it. Okay.
Don't piss.
But what is the Bush?
I don't like when my father does this. It really scares me.
What is the Bush report for 2018 coming into 2018? What's the Bush report?
The Bush report. Okay. Kyle is such a freaking baby, man.
Robyn, did you?
What?
Nothing. Thank you, Robyn.
I love how you took it in
Did that literally go over my head? Did I miss that or something?
I might have.
Oh my God! I should have medicated before the call.
I know. I just saw your
medicated
tweet.
Before the call.
Her tweet she tweeted out the show. She says 7:30 Colorado time for me. So I make zero promises whether or not I medicated. She just tweeted that out.
Dude, I literally live 5 minutes from a gas and grass. You can fill up in
gas and grass in Colorado. That's beautiful.
That is awesome.
Smoke weed every
day. Yeah, all right.
So, okay, what is the Bush report for 2018 coming into
the Bush
2018?
What do you mean? This is great. You mean Kyle Busch and Kurt Busch?
Of course.
Yeah.
What did you think I meant?
Yeah, what, you dirty mind, Robyn?
Why are you in the gutter all the time?
What are you talking about? Yes, I was just
Will we have Bush or no
Kyle
Bush in 2018? That's what I need to know. Will we have Bush or no Bush in 2018?
Of course, absolutely.
Well, a lot of turmoil,
right?
A lot of turmoil in the Bush camp last year, so we're really not sure what's going to come out.
How's Kyle? How's Kyle and all them doing? What's going on? With
Kyle, you know, what's up?
Come on, Kyle Busch is going to get whatever he wants.
Okay.
The only thing that Kyle needs to do is, I don't like the fact that he does so many Xfinity races. Reason being is we don't know the talent is racing for second. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't like that. And he does it too much. And he knows it, and he doesn't care. Normally, I like a person like that. But in this case, he's burdening other people's careers.
Now,
from
Robyn, I'm kind of new to NASCAR and kind of the Xfinity Series. I'm guessing that's the Saturday races, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying saying that he goes into these races knowing that he's so good that he's going to win every race.
Right. So it stumps the other progress of the other racers.
He needs his ego stroked.
Oh, stroke.
You know what I mean?
Come on,
and when he's
douche.
upset, he cries, or he goes and he punches somebody. I mean, he's not a good villain. He is not a good villain. Dale Earnhardt was an awesome villain because Dale Earnheart had charisma.
Yeah.
People love to hate him or they love to love him.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Kyle Busch will never he'll never be that. He will never reach that status.
That's pretty messed up of Busch to do. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. Well, Robyn, I know we've been running long with you, but I want to get your predictions here because we're going to get 2 hours in this next segment. I obviously think your Patriots, I think you're going to go with them. I'm going to probably go with them as well, but give me your outlook and the scores for the 2 games coming up. What do you got?
Oh, God, I got to do scores, too.
Yep, you got to. We have gamblers. They love to hear
scores.
scores.
We make this easy for you?
We got gamblers. They want to hear
Robyn,
scores.
Who do you think's going to win? I'm not going to make it that easy. Come on. Jeez.
And I just want to know, out to FCC, this has been a consensual conversation.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my God, that's fantastic.
So you're not going to go Me Too on us as soon as we get out the air?
No, this is 100%, consensual.
You're beautiful. I love you, Robyn. You're fantastic.
Hey, baby. You're a fantastic guest. So who you got this weekend?
All right, okay. I'm going to go with the Patriots 28 and 23.
Okay, I can see that.
So you will take you like the Jaguars and those 9 points and buy it up to 10. That's not a bad bet, huh?
Their defense
is good.
Crazy.
Yes, all right, who do you see on the other side? Okay. Minnesota and the Eagles coming up.
Minnesota, pretty upset.
Wow. Okay.
Vegas thinks the same thing.
Wow.
So, all right, well, Robyn, I mean, you're great. I love having you on here. We're going to have you on again soon here once NASCAR gets going. Can you give yourself a plug and any shows you want to get out there?
Well, I'm starting doing a show on Thursday night. Sorry, guys, but it's after you. It's after you. It starts at 10:30.
Okay, it's good.
It's called Talking Shiz. Because I'm just I'm giving NASCAR a little bit of a break, a little bit of a break, and I'm talking shiz about whatever the hell I want, and I don't care if people agree with me or not.
That's great.
Hey, Robyn, that is genius name. I love that name.
Perfect.
I want a T-shirt. If you have a T-shirt, I would. I'll get one.
No, but you can be my guest next week if you.
All right, hell yeah, I'll do it for sure. I'll hop on there. What, Thursday night?
Yeah, it's on Thursday. We talk about whatever the hell we want. Sometimes I vent. Sometimes I vent.
I love it.
You venting? I can't picture that at all. I can't picture you venting.
We vent a little bit about politics sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hop on there.
But we have a good conversation. It's all about dialogue and not,
no hate,
putting people down.
And you're highly medicated.
Inviting people to the table.
And you're highly medicated too, right? You're going to be highly medicated, so it's going to be a good one.
Sometimes I have to get highly medicated. It depends on the news with.
I love her.
I'm not going to lie.
Robyn, count me in.
Sometimes I got to take...
Count me in.
Awesome.
You got to take a sour candy every now and then.
Every time you got to have a little Jolly Rancher. All right, hey, send me a DM with all the details and stuff, and I'll be there. That'll be fun. I'll hop on with you next week.
And am I getting your Twitter handle? Am I getting
right.
your Twitter handle right? What would TB12 do?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking
Absolutely,
about.
because I love it.
All
Are
right.
you listening, Jalen?
Are you
Mr.
listening,
Lindsay?
Jalen?
What would TB12 do?
That's right.
What would TB12 do?
Robyn,
Whip your ass is what
for six,
TB12 gonna do.
you take care. I will talk to you on Thursday.
Thank you so much, you guys. Bye-bye.
All right, you take
Bye,
care.
Robyn.
So great. Such a good guy.
That was fantastic. That was way too much fun.
Seriously.
I love the innocence. Did I miss something here?
Yeah, I want her to
Did something
come
go over
hang
my
out
head?
over here, dude. That's a great guest. I love it. She knows her stuff. She knows that you could fucking
She is
joke with her.
passionate. She doesn't get
you
offended.
could throw
Yeah.
a couple jokes in with her, and she's not getting offended.
Yeah,
So, all right,
long-time friend of the show. Long time friend of the show.
She's been a friend of the show for a long time. So let's get to a break here. We're going to get to Knocker's Song of the Week coming up. We've got Shot of the Week. We're going to go over all of our NFC, AFC Championship picks. We got Wild Wheel Sports. We got a bunch of stuff. We got like a jam-packed last hour here coming up.
Okay.
Renee, you got work in the morning?
I do.
Who gives a
But it's
fuck?
all good.
Pussy. You have my...
Today's track.
It's for you. Today's track, Knock. What's today's?
Oh!
He made that for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, do you like that? Wait, one more time, because he didn't really get. Wait.
No.
Okay. He didn't get the essence. He didn't feel.
I
that.
didn't.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't feel it?
So this is the new
Well, I
sound
didn't know
drop.
that's where we were headed.
Yeah, we're going to break. This is
Nice.
the new sound drop.
Well, I've got
for
a little
Knock
bit of
Knock.
an introduction
so going
here.
in, so there's music to play.
Today's track.
Bitchin'.
Yeah, you like it? What's
Yeah.
today's track?
Well,
Knock?
okay. I'm going to get a little serious
I
here.
like it, Renee. That's
And
really cool.
You know what? That's such an upbeat thing, and I'm going to try and get through this without tearing up.
Tell me first, because I got to pull it up. So tell me what the song and then explain it.
Okay, my song is going to be "Still in Saigon" by the Charlie Daniels Band. This is a very serious thing with me. This is the most real event in my young life up to that point. This is the 50th year anniversary of the Tet Offensive in 1968 in Vietnam. Please hold the song. So I got a little bit of an introduction.
Okay,
Please put it on hold.
I'll put it on.
That war tore the country apart. The 60s were just a very interesting time to be alive. My cousin was drafted, was sent to war. He came back a different person. I read books voraciously about that war. I just finished one yesterday, the Journey of Echo Company. The Tet Offensive, if you don't know, go back and read about it, but thousands lost their lives on both sides. One of the most historical events in the history of the United States. And to all of you who served and are currently serving, but especially those Vietnam veterans, I, for one, just want to say welcome home. If nobody's extended that to you, welcome home. You are veterans. You are heroes. You did what needed to be done. And I, for one, am thankful for all of you who are now turning 70, You're in your early 70s, late 60s. I want to thank each and every one of you for putting on that
Forgotten war
uniform,
almost,
stepping onto that airplane in San Francisco, and stepping off of it in Vietnam. Thank you for your service, and hopefully somewhere in your soul you can find peace at the end of all this. And thank you.
Well, yeah, I share your thoughts, Knocker, especially with the veteran. You know, we're a big supporter of the military on this show. We have a
Absolutely.
military family, and we got a lot of people we know. So we support you, Knocker. So, Renee, get ready just to cut the video because I don't want it to get flagged on YouTube. So here is Still in Saigon, Charlie Daniels. Here we go.